are back at the 62nd Annual AEA Convention and Trade Show in Palm Springs, California. It's been quite a roster today. We've talked to the latest and greatest and the folks who understand the technologies that will be driving our aircraft forward, whether it be manned or unmanned. Make a long story short, there is an embarrassment of riches in this industry. Great people, great innovators, great products. And let's face it, aviation has been driven, if not foremost, by the avionics community. I don't know what other community has, because airframes haven't kept up, power plants haven't kept up nearly to the extent that avionics have.
Right.
A case in point, I'm crewing in a CJ3 the other day, enjoying myself. They cleared us all the way to 43 thou, even though we were ISA +8, so we're kind of working our way up there. Got everything all settled in, but we got stuff to do and people to talk to and everything else, and flip on the GOGO.
Yep.
Kind of an interesting game. Just sit back, enjoy ourselves, and stay in touch with the world. What's the latest and greatest at GOGO, David?
Well, we've been very busy with our new AVANCE product, which is the next generation GOGO in-flight internet and entertainment platform. It really has kind of been a shift to a software paradigm with in-flight entertainment and connectivity, no longer just putting a data pipe on the airplane, but offering a much more, a richer experience. The AVANCE L5 was our first product that we brought to market. We got that product certified and started deliveries in August of 2017. And since that time, we've shipped over 825 systems into the market to our dealer partners. And we currently have about 550 of those aircraft in service and flying, which we've done over 60,000 flights with that system. Early last year in 2018, we introduced the next product, which was the AVANCE L3, and that product still had the brains of the AVANCE platform. That product is very affordable and very configurable and really addresses a wide variety of aircraft, all the way down from the light jets up into the mid-class aircraft. So we've been very busy. We've got over 200 of those aircraft flying now in the last 13 months. So with our partners' assistance, we've really had a lot of success in getting the new connectivity and entertainment solution in the marketplace.
You've been an early leader in a segment of the business that everybody kind of raised their eyes at a little bit. Well, airplanes are going to get you there. What do you need to be able to talk to or do this and that? And then, of course, once you have the capability, how did you ever leave the ground without it?
Exactly.
But part of the problem with being the early leader is the fact that you've got a whole lot of people pecking at your tail feathers,
sure,
trying to say, well, I can out-GOGO GOGO, which
yep,
of course may be easier said than done. How do you stay ahead? What allows you to stay disruptive and innovative when you've got everybody nipping at your heels?
Well, first of all, competition is good. Competition keeps you sharp, keeps you on your game. The time it took to get where the company is today, with the investments that we've made in both our network infrastructure, our product development, that takes time. It takes time to catch up to that, so to speak. So the company has continued to reinvest throughout the years. We do have the benefit of having our commercial aviation division that has some innovation that we've been able to carry over into our business aviation, so that holistic approach of business aviation and commercial aviation together has brought very compelling products to the business aviation market that we might not have been able to do without the commercial aviation side of it.
The industry has adopted these capabilities in a really big way.
Yes.
It's a huge issue now. We've got to be connected, stay connected, and be uber connected no matter what. It's just the nature of the beast right now. We're all walking around with 2 or 3 devices hanging off us, and the implanted device is probably only a year or 2 away at this stage of the game. Where do you see the greatest challenges going forward?
Well, I think with any technology or anything like connectivity, technology, we've got to keep up with that. So you've got to continue to reinvest. You've got to continue to think outside the box. The bandwidth demands of our community continue to increase. To your point, everyone has 1, 2, 3. The average passenger on our airplanes have 2.5. There are 2.5 devices per passenger nowadays. And what happens with the devices they're not currently using but maybe on and connected to the wireless access point, there's data being transferred because of the background updates and those things. So we've got to be able to continue to innovate, bring more bandwidth to airplanes. As a company, we continue to expand beyond the US and then make investments in international connectivity solutions. So that's also part of our continued success, is having products that are just not based in North America. So Business Aviation is investing in future products along those lines. And we have to continue to invest. That's the big takeaway I'd have for that.
For folks out there who may not be acquainted, maybe living in a cave in Botswana somewhere and not really understand what impact GOGO has had, describe what GOGO is, what kind of infrastructure you brought, what kind of company this is, and what it's taken to get to this point.
Sure. First of all, GOGO is dedicated to the aviation market. Not a lot of companies can say that. When you start looking at some of the satellite connectivity providers out there, they not only address aviation, but they address maritime and land mobile and those things. Our company always, since the inception, has been focused on aviation. So when we originally came into market as Aircell, that was the company that started, we were a telephone company, so we're an airborne telephone company. It quickly became a telephone network on the ground, and then we moved to a satellite partnership with Iridium. After that, the company decided we were going to get into the internet space and really make significant investments in that. So we went up in an FCC auction for licensed frequency spectrum, and we were successful at obtaining that license, and that's been really the thing that's catapulted our organization since then. And the organization built out an air-to-ground network based on licensed frequency spectrum. The airlines started with it in 2008. Business aviation came on in 2009. And from a business aviation standpoint, we really just took off from there. From 2009 to 2017, our classic air-to-ground systems were installed in over 4,000 aircraft, courtesy of our partners out there. And with our advanced platform, by the end of this year, we're going to be well over 1,000 aircraft that are equipped in that. So it has been a wild ride. I've been with the company going in my 10th year, and it's been a lot of fun and a lot of hard work at the same time.
Any particularly intriguing lessons learned along the way?
How to manage explosive growth. I think that has been...
and you're expecting a little sympathy for this problem?
No, explosive growth is good.
I'm just sitting here being jealous.
Explosive
growth.
It is something...
I don't know a darn thing about it.
Well, managing it and building a company that was a startup, airline division, working with the airlines, business aviation, obtaining the agreements with our OEM partners to get line fit, the aftermarket, the amount of aircraft that we have to service with customer operations. I mean, all those things are things that require good people, and you know, I'm proud to say, since I've been with the company, we have really handpicked the folks that work at GOGO Business Aviation, because that's my group that we work with, and we have the best of the best, and our customers see the ROI and the investments in our product, and they continue to stay with us and reinvest. So a lot of the people that had invested in classic air-to-ground, maybe in the early 2010 timeframe, they're now looking at upgrading so they can have more. They can get more bandwidth in the airplane. They can stream movies and television shows. They can use their phone to make telephone calls, those things.
Outstanding. Of the two major business aspects, what are you learning from each? What is business aviation teaching you? What is commercial aviation teaching you about the current state of your product and where it needs to go?
So I'll start with business aviation, because that's the team that I work with. And what we've learned about not only our product but our business is we're extremely relationship driven. I mean, business aviation really succeeds based on relationships. That's paramount with our organization, and really having those strong relationships with our partners and our customers. And as far as our products go, we have to keep up with the demands of society. You mentioned it earlier about the connected lifestyle that we live. We have to have products that meet the needs of our consumers. The old office in the sky adage, the office now in the sky has to have a lot more capabilities. So that is a lesson for us, in that we got to continue to invest and keep up with that. Commercial aviation, I'm familiar, obviously, with that side of our business from a holistic approach. That has taken a significant investment, both domestic and now international, to partner with the airlines, to have the products and services on there that meet the demand again, because when we first came to market, our take rate, for example, on a 737 was a lot less than it is today. So people want to use the internet, they see the value in it, they'll pay for the session, but we have to deliver. And our 2KU system on the airline has really done that. We've equipped thousands of aircraft right now with our new satellite system, and that has proven to be, we are the leader now in the commercial aviation side with the 2KU product.
What has surprised you about the market?
The market as it relates to?
Either or.
The market from a consumer standpoint of our products, or I'm trying to understand.
Start there. But
so as far as on business aviation, I will say that connectivity is paramount. Yeah. The operation of a business jet is synonymous with why you have connectivity. You have to have increased productivity, increased efficiency, and at the end of the day, you have to have quality of life. So people who operate and own a business jet use that aircraft to be more efficient throughout their business operations and to get home to their family at night versus getting stuck at a commercial aviation airport. The connectivity helps people work while they're in the air, helps them relax while they're in the air with the value that's there, as well as clean out that inbox so when they get home, they're able to go see their kids play soccer or take their spouse to dinner. From a commercial aviation standpoint, again, I think about when I travel, which is mostly United. I don't have the privilege of flying on a business jet, and while United we're partners with them on our regional jets, I will pay for a competitor's product on the main line because of the fact that I want to have that productivity so when I get home, I can do the same thing. So, there's not a lot of difference from the value of it, except in a business aircraft, you can provide that in a much more comprehensive way than on an airliner.
And it's interesting from my flying in the business community and the people I've been working with, it's just become what started a couple of years ago as, well, that's nice, has become absolutely mandatory. Yeah. And not just mandatory, but the bestest, mostest, fastest, greatest they can possibly get their hands on. It's really extraordinary.
Correct.
And it makes such a difference.
It does, it really does.
20, 30 minutes you don't spend futzing around with the FBO at the other side. Whether or not the car is there, whether or not this is happening, or the office is ready, or they've sent something out. And airplanes have always been time machines.
Correct.
This kind of connectivity option has turned the time machine into an extraordinary time machine.
Let me give you an example of just a story that I was told by one of our customers. Customer was flying the family back from an event to their home airport in the Carolinas. And the airport that they were flying into did not have, it was an uncontrolled airport, but there was weather that was moving in. So the pilot, using our streaming capabilities of our Advanced L5, logged into their video cameras, the security cameras at the hangar to see the condition of the field because they had outdoor cameras and he could see that the snow was starting to pile up. He then used the voice over internet capability with GOGO Text and Talk on the airplane, called his friend who was the airport commissioner. That airport commissioner went out and plowed the field for him so they could land the airplane and safely bring their family home that night versus having to divert to another airport where they might have the ability to land there.
So you became a delivery service.
Correct. And those are the things that with connectivity that I love these kind of stories because it goes beyond the norm of doing email or watching a movie. It's the benefits that go along with having that value in the aircraft.
Outstanding. I know I've talked about this a little bit in this conversation, but what is the future of GOGO? Where do you see GOGO 10 years from now? Are you having discussions with Elon about being on the BFR? Or?
Well, I think connectivity and the focus on the aviation vertical is our direction with what our business model is around. With the introduction of the full-sized unmanned vehicles, connectivity will still be a necessity in those.
Extraordinarily so.
The drone market is always of interest. the new low Earth orbit satellite companies that are coming into play, which there's a lot of them.
Yep.
OneWeb is a prime example of some of the investments that are going on.
They're building that in my backyard.
Yeah, the global connectivity that they're looking to offer. So I think, as we look to the future, air to ground I think will always have a place based on the success we've had with that network and the ability to use commercial off-the-shelf technology to enhance that network. But I think GOGO will be involved a lot more in a lot more global solutions and satellite connectivity beyond what we're doing today. So it's an exciting time. I mean, since I joined the company, when I started with the company, there was a couple hundred employees, and we're well over 1,000 employees now. We've had an IPO in the midst of all that, and it's been a lot of fun, and it's not over. I mean, we've got a lot more growth to go, and like you said, there's going to be other players in the space. But we have an amazing customer base that we have built that are loyal to us based on the fact that we deliver.
Outstanding. Well, to be perfectly honest, you guys have been fun to watch. And for a journalist, having something fun to watch and write about is always...
Sure. Yeah.
Especially for those of us getting paid by the word. We love you guys, so keep it up. We thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Continue good luck, and more important, let's meet back here in a year and see what's happened in the meantime.
Absolutely.
David Salvador of GOGO.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 62nd Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Palm Springs, California, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
A new high-powered version of our popular USB charging ports. The TrueBlue Power TA202 series high-power USB charging port simultaneously provides 3 amps of power per port, offering an extensive list of single and dual USB Type-C and Type-A configurations. The TSO-certified TA202 powers current and next-generation personal electronic devices, including phones, iPads, and laptops. Available from your local avionics dealer.